Howdy folks, Jake here again, and this time we are checking out the iconic Santa Cruz Tony Rice model. This guitar has been a fantasy dream guitar of mine ever since I was a little kid learning how to play Tony Rice tunes. And Santa Cruz actually worked very closely with Tony Rice on developing these. And Tony was going after a new guitar that he could travel and gig with that would sound as much like his old pre-war Martin herringbone as he could find. And so keeping in mind, this guitar is designed to do that as well as any guitar can. And not to mention, it's made with the Santa Cruz quality, which is just, everything is absolutely top-notch. You literally cannot find fault in these guitars, and you can rarely say that. But let's just kind of talk about it for a second. Let's start the headstock here. Just kind of a blank headstock, which is really cool. You notice I moved the logo down here to the 12th fret, which is just, first time I saw that, it like broke all the rules of how guitars were supposed to be, and it blew my mind. So I've always thought that was a cool feature. Real nice Waverly butterbean tuners, bone nut, blank ebony fingerboard with the Ivoroid binding that extends past the enlarged sound hole. This particular one's an Alaskan Sitka spruce top, or an Alaskan spruce top, which is kind of a variation, and it has a tremendous amount of cross grain, which is just indicative of a super high quality top. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. And what I mean by that, the main structural grain of the wood runs lengthways, as you would expect. But if you look at the guitar at the right angle, I don't know if the cameras will pick it up well or not, but there's just a lot of like flaming or cross grain that goes this way, which is just super cool. Ebony bridge, ebony saddle, you know, the old advanced or the forward shifted bracing, scallop bracing, herringbone binding, just gorgeous rosewood back and sides. This one's just East Indian. Like I said, very much in a lot of ways like the Martin. You have the volute, super comfortable V-neck profile, which I'm a huge fan of, because that V-neck gives your thumb purpose. Like I've said before in other videos, if you look at the shape of your hand, it's kind of more in the shape of a V anyway. And so if you're not used to that, at first you might be like, oh, that kind of feels funny, but spend 10 minutes with it, and most people just absolutely love it. So anyway, that's it in a nutshell. Just about as nice as a nice guitar can be. We'll go ahead and run it through a tune here so you can hear what it sounds like. Very cool instrument.